Tonight on Closer Look, cheering for your team one last time. If you've spent any time at hockey arenas in the city of North Bay watching the Battalion, Lakers, or Trappers games, the chances are you've seen or heard Darren Simms cheering and cheering loudly. Bay Today's Chris Dawson is here tonight to tell us about Simms and how he recently had a dying wish come true. Chris, for more than a decade, Darren has taken pride in wearing the home team colors and supporting those teams in North Bay. His health, though, sadly, has taken a turn for the worse, so he's not been able to spend much time at the hockey rink this season. Maybe start by telling us a bit about Darren, his passion for the game, and his health battles.
Yeah, Darren's a wonderful, passionate hockey fan, Montreal Canadiens fan at the NHL level, but always cheered for the North Bay Trappers, the Nipissing Lakers, university hockey teams, and of course the Battalion for the past decade. He'll be first in line to give the guys cheers after the game, before the game, and is just a real, I guess, one of those people you would say the stereotypical fantastic fan. Talked to all the coaches, talked to the media. Everybody knew who Darren was at the rink, and he's been sick since November, diagnosed with cancer, and was a member of the North Bay North Star special hockey team. And his old coach Mark Lyons talked about it. He never really wanted to get on skates, but would always be involved with the team as a scorekeeper when the special hockey team was playing charity events against the Trappers or the Battalion or any other teams, and didn't want to go on skates, but absolutely loved the game of hockey, Scott.
All right, now this past Sunday, an incredibly special day for Darren and his family. Walk us through how it came to be and what the day entailed.
Yeah, a very unique situation. Obviously, the sad news that Darren was moved into the Nipissing Serenity Hospice recently, and Gil Ferrand, their executive director there, had worked with the Community Paramedicine program and the North Bay Battalion to try to make this, special wish and let Darren see one more game. I don't think he had been to a game since September with his health going for the worse. So they brought him in a stretcher and they brought him in the dressing room before the Battalion game, and he actually read the starting lineup, which is kind of a traditional thing you can see on social media for a lot of different teams, having from Wayne Gretzky to someone like Darren Simms reading it, and apparently he just was lit up the room. A tremendous amount of energy for a guy in this state of his life, and it really was a literal storybook ending. Scott, a team that was struggling to score goals was down 3-1 in the third period. They score 2 goals to tie it and force it into overtime, and then Darren's favorite player, Mike McIver, stops all 3 shots, and Nick Wellenreiter scores the only goal in the shootout, and they win 4-3. And his favorite player comes through as the hero, and Darren really talking to Coach Ryan Houlihan. It was a really, really inspiring moment for the players, and one of those life lessons you kind of get for hockey players to realize, the way they impact players. And here's this guy, with only maybe weeks or months or days to live, giving him this special moment, and those players and coaching staff realize how much athletes like them can impact a fan. It was really special, and Coach Houlihan got a little emotional even speaking about it, even on Wednesday after a few days of kind of processing everything.
Chris, these end-of-life experiences have to be so meaningful, not just for the individual receiving it, but for their loved ones as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Darren's from a very small family, but I know some of those close to him really, really appreciate that this was brought. And you know what? Darren really was part of the hockey family in North Bay. So, as someone knowing him from my days of the Trappers and him following the junior Trappers and the AAA Trappers, as a parent, and he rooted for everybody that wore the local colors, and certainly I think there are a lot of people that really are very appreciative that all those 3 organizations came together to create a special moment for a person that really deserved it.
Chris, the Battalion, as you mentioned, ended up winning the game, but in the end, the score of this one really didn't matter. The real victory was in the hearts of everyone who witnessed it, and if there was a true first star of the game, it was Darren Simms. This has been a truly heartwarming story here. Thanks for this, Chris.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Chris Dawson from Bay Today on tonight's Closer Look.